Okay, so this is pretty cerebral so far. Let's recap. We've figured out what our audience is like, we've written a short pitch, we've described what it does practically, and told a bit of a story. Great, those are the emotional and practical jabs and parries that line the audience up for the knockout punch that is our call to action. This is our subscribe to our mailing list, or buy the thing, or join the movement bit at the end. If you've done everything else right, this should be pretty obvious. You either want to get someone's contact details for a mailing list, take their money for a product, or get them involved, like sharing on social media. You can do more than one call to action, but like most things online, it's best to have only one lead singer in the band or people get confused. Now our call to action. So get your coffee for tomorrow today. And let's say that this is going to be $15 for a 250 gram packet. Easy. Now, we've just said we're selling something, so we're going to try out Gumroad. Gumroad's one of these kind of instantly sell your stuff online kind of platforms. So I'm just going to open up Gumroad, click Start Selling. I'll connect via Twitter and see if this actually works. Yes, authorized, let me sell. Cool. And we'll get products. Make a product. It's a physical product. And it's going to be called 250 grams of coffee. And it's going to cost $15. And I'm not going to go through the rest of the process for this because you can figure it out on your own. But the point is, we're going to use Gumroad. Easy. Just a side point. Notice we haven't gotten bogged down in how we'll technically achieve any of this yet. We haven't called up that nephew who knows about internet stuff to ask them what technical tools we should use to get this done. This is because we're working requirements first, which stops us from getting lost in the land of what tech did my nephew recommend or what does my boss tell me to use. This is good. A great example of this is domain names. Now, there's a bunch of different ways to set these up, but the first and only thing we should care about at this point is if we can get the one we want. So, open up your browser, go to iwantmyname.com and stab in a few domain names you might like. You don't have to buy any of them yet. And remember the phone test for your domain. At some point, you'll have to tell someone your email address over the phone or in a crowded networking event, so try and pick a domain that's short, snappy, and easy to communicate. We might want to change the name of our idea to suit the domain that we can get. And once we have a few options, we'll put them down on our template and move on to finding some images. Okay, domain ideas. We're going to use iwantmyname.com because it's nice and simple. All right, we know that we want coffee in the morning. So let's look that up. Coffeemorning.com. Oh, coffeemorning.com would be really good, but it's probably going to be taken. Now we've got the decision here that we could do coffeemorning.com.au for $25. That's kind of cool. Oh, it looks like the .com and the .co is taken. Maybe we can do coffee every morning. Coffeeeverymorning.com. Cool. So I'm going to write coffeemorning.com.au, coffeeeverymorning.com. What else could we try? Maybe like Fitzroyalty Coffee. And we can tie it to the location. Wow, Fitzroyalty.coffee. That's kind of cute. Whoa, but it's really expensive. It's $60. Well, it might work. Let's do Fitzroyalty.coffee. People might get confused about this name when we're explaining it over the phone, but it's a start. Now, I've thrown a few links in the template where you can find royalty-free stock imagery. It's really just a matter of going through them, finding some decent images that match your audience and your goals, and saving them on your computer. I like to use royalty-free imagery so that we don't get in legal trouble down the line, and there's a ton of it online. And yes, stock photos do just look like stock photos. But let's not get bogged down in the my images aren't pretty enough trap, because this can stop the entire process in its tracks. You may have a bank of images that your organization can use, or you might even be able to pull out your phone and take a few snaps. Either way, we'll definitely need some imagery, so find a handful, save them, and move on. Okay, images. Let's look up some Creative Commons imagery. We're going to look for attribution license. That's good. And we're going to look for coffee. Now, there's going to be a whole bunch of pictures of people having coffee in cafes, which doesn't match my idea of like filter coffee. So maybe we can go filter coffee. A little bit better. Oh, that's kind of cute. Let's look at this one by Alisha Hasanov. Cool. Can we download it? Yes. Download original. Oh, that's really high res. That's really cool. Okay, that's good. Maybe we'll try somewhere else. Pexels. Let's see what Pexels got on coffee. Coffee. Now, our vibe for this website was like coffee at home. So, aha, coffee at home in the morning. Now that's cool, but no one actually lives like that and has black coffee on white sheets. That's insane. So let's see if we can find something that's a little bit more down to earth. Oh, there we go. Coffee and a laptop. So this makes a lot of sense if we're like marketing to young digital professionals or something like that. Free download. Let's do it. Cool. That's a couple of images. That'll do. Remember, the big goal with a one-page site is to get it up as fast as possible. We're not printing 1,000 copies of a book or making $1 million feature film. We're just getting something online so we can have real people look at it and tell us how they feel.